Coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest. I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're going to be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is going to be a special moment for me. Now, I know all of Harlem's going to be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
It's Eastern Conference time for the traveling Indiana Pacers today. We're happy to have you with us for 2K Sports midweek presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. You look at Brooklyn, they're hungry for wins, and after a look at this is a great chance facing another struggling team. We'll see if they can seize the opportunity.
And seeing where the Nets are, this is probably a season they can't get through quickly enough. It has been a disaster on all fronts.
I'm sure you're exactly right. I mean, they just want...
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Outside Hill. Some nice passing here by Indiana. There's a good screen. Pass to George. Crafty move. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
And we all know about Paul George and his injury while with Team USA. I mean, he has still said that he would consider playing international ball.
And both free throws good for Paul George.
You know, if you're looking to build a small forward and there wasn't a LeBron James template, you might go with PG, Paul George. Height, length, athleticism, that combination off the charts with him. And he's got a nice, unflappable demeanor, too.
Ellington, the pass to Bogdanovich. Shot clock at 5. Here's Sloan. Cannot hit. Excellent D there from Hill.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
There's a good screen. Now, here's George. He's covered closely, and the Pacers can't get it to go. The quiet assassin.
X's out in the weight room, which he will. Now that he's in his mid...
Here.
No, to the contrary. They haven't provided much resistance at all. And in this game, you've got to play both ends of the floor.
Over to the left wing. Here's Sloan. He's guarded by Hill. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Mahinmi. And oh, here we go with George. Nobody back.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Bogdanovich. It's rebounded by Indiana. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
And I don't care how much you grind it out defensively. When you shoot it that poorly, you're going to struggle to win games.
Well, it's not only going to be a struggle, it's going to be virtually impossible if you shoot as poorly as they did.
19 seconds left here in the opening quarter. To stop the run, and he uses the glass on the layup. Bogdanovich has got 7.
Wow, you don't see him make plays like that very often. That's a nice move there for the basket.
And George kicks to Freak from deep. The shot misses. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Indiana out in front. They lead by 13. And don't go away. We'll be back with the action for the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Transitioning from college to the pros can be a challenge for many players. Here's what Freak had to say.
Biggest difference is endurance.
Good points, Clark. What role do coaches play in helping young players like that? So we're making some changes. Henry Sims has checked in for Lopez. Bogdanovich comes in for Hollis Jefferson. And Ellington is subbed in for Jarrett Jack. On the court right now for the Pacers. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Paul George is out there with Hill. Then there's Hill. And it's Mahinmi in at the 5. 6 to shoot. Kicks it to Sims. It's stolen by Hill. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Cavaliers was a major force. He ended with 11 points, and along with what he did on the offensive end, he also played some stellar defense as well. We could see his role in this offense expand if he puts together more games like this one, guys.
And Doris, thank you so much. He couldn't have been much better in that game, could he, GA?
Not at all. He was great. I mean, that's for sure. If he wasn't at his best, he was awfully close.
Guys, he came to compete and win. Let's hope he's got that same attitude, that same energy, that same swag here tonight.
A minute 42 left to play here in the half. The dish to Bogdanovich. And there's the feed to Sloan. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Now let's take a look at Paul George, some stats on him. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. Averaging about 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And for any other player putting up those numbers, we'd say they were great, but for him, they're just simply run-of-the-mill.
Sure, you know, most guys would be satisfied with that stat line, but he's built for more.
It's George on the wing with the shot. Cans the shot from the wing. George has got 8 points.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
Sloan dishes to Sims. Feeds to Bogdanovich. Wide open shot is on the money. He's got 9.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Yeah, I mean, test the hot hand. You're exactly right. I say let those triples fly.
It really does make the game easy for you. Teammates, when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Young, a screen on Hill. And Sloan kicks to Bogdanovich. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Hill passes to Freak. Banked in off the glass. Freak's got his second bucket tonight.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Sloan. And so a pretty lopsided game.
Monte.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
What a game for Ellis. He's got 19 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all filled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Nets. We've got Bogdanovich. Young is out there with Brook Lopez. Then it's Jarrett Jack, and it's Hollis Jefferson in at the shooting guard position.
2 shots. 2 shots.
Henry Sims has checked in for Lopez. Thomas Robinson comes in for Bogdanovich. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. There's the screen. He kicks to Young. Here's Sloan. He's guarded by Stuckey. The fader. Rebound Hill.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Shot's good.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they've both shot the ball since the break.
Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Dishes it to Young. No good. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Out to Stuckey. He dishes it to Freak. And the three off target. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. Here's Sloan. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. There's the pick. Young inside. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Indiana out in front, just dominating this one. And we're coming right back after this break to get the... And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And Indiana shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor. And a look at the 5 for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Freak in at small forward. Allen is out there with Hill. Then there's Rodney Stuckey, and it's Lawson in at the point guard. Lopez a screen. Reed a screen on Lawson. Larkin dishes to Reed. Ellington kicks to Larkin. From deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Allen's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Back to Stuckey. Indiana moving the ball around. And it's Freak missing. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to the Detroit Pistons. Ellington kicks to Lopez. And it's good. Fought through contact. Good. Here for Brooklyn. Robinson's checked in for Reed. Young comes in for Karasov. Donald Sloan's checked in for Wayne Ellington. And Jarrett Jack has subbed in for Shane Larkin. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Mahinmi's checked in for Turner. C.J. Miles comes in for Allen. Freak's checked in for Solomon Hill. And it's Hill in for Ty Lawson. Hill with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Mahinmi passes to Freak. Now Miles. To the middle. Second shot opportunity. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give them 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, for so long, the NBA has had 12-minute quarters. In last year's preseason, they began experimenting with the 10-minute quarters. Players seem to like it, but it would be a huge change philosophically in terms of how the game is played.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Henry Sims has checked in for Lopez. Sergei Karasov comes in for Thomas Robinson. And Ellington is subbed in for Donald Sloan. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. And Clark, with the 10-minute quarters, the players felt like they were fresher during the game. Still, removing 8 minutes from an NBA game does have huge consequences.
Well, we must remember it's being experimented with right now, so keep that in mind. They also talked about shortening the preseason and doing other things to keep players fresher during the year. I like the thought process.
And the pass to Ellington. There's a screen. No good from Jack.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Pacers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like
Get
that.
in there.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And it's always a good feeling to take that second contest after you've dropped the first one to somebody. Just a big win to even things up in their 4-game series against the Nets.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Monte Ellis. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting Freak. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Freak. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. And they're on the break. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
On the free throw, no good. Hill kicks to Freak. Takes a three. Shot is off. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Guys, Paul George standing by with me here. And Paul, first, congratulations on the win. What's the attitude you have as a team right now?
Continue to, play together. And we can just stick to that, keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Paul, thank you so much. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that'll...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Monte Ellis. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game. Let's get your opinion, Shaq.
His play tonight, Ernie, was finally a bright spot for them.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.
As I was saying, got a real big problem, all this kiddie stuff. No. Recalibrate. All this stuff they got you doing to recalibrate your image is cost you in the hood, fam. Yo, the streets is watching, and they're not convinced.
Vic, how many times do I have to tell you? The streets ain't always right, man.
Nah. It's always good in the hood. Let's not forget, I am a student of human nature, all right? Take your man here. He's playing this here video game is to not address the reason why his brand Jordan sneakers are sitting on store shelves collecting dust.
Oh, ouch.
Okay, what are your suggestions, Victor?
He wants you to rob a bodega. I'm sorry.
Look, man, I'm not talking about some focus group, all right? I'm talking about the hood. They don't trust you no more. They see you coming to the arenas wearing them tight pants y'all ballers be wearing. Your high water ankles be showing. Your pants is just so tight, man. Your ankles be choking. Air it out some. People don't see themselves in you anymore. Look at me. People don't recognize themselves in who you are. Okay, you want to recalibrate? Fine, B, go ahead. Recalibrate back to Harlem. Remind these fools where you from. Represent, you know what I'm saying? Like, where's that Jesus piece you used to rock? Now that Shuttlesworth.
With them fake chains we used to wear.
Yo, but that's my point. Yo, let me get you some nice jewels, huh? Make you flossy. Get you a new whip, something that the hood will love. Let's remind these fools that you the Harlem Renaissance up in this piece. Get a club, I don't know, something. Just throw your weight around, man.
I mean, at least get me some, too.
Yeah, and get some nice free vet, too.
Nah, but for real, in all seriousness. You think it's that bad?
Yo. Cats be laughing at your corny commercials, B.
Come on.
But that's what I'm saying. Yo, we could change all that. Hey, now, I know CC's your manager and all, but everywhere she leads, you can't always follow. Now, I'm not trying to catch no charge, but CC got people out here laughing at you, fam. Now, just let me take care of everything. You the CEO, I'm the CFO, Chief Flossing Officer. You hit me with that bread, and I got you.
CC.
How y'all doing?
What up, CC?
Freak, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, what up?
In private?
CC, go ahead.
Okay, well, I thought we were supposed to be having a private meeting today to discuss business.
CC, what you think we doing?
Am I talking to you? You know what? Y'all ain't talking business. Y'all talking nonsense.
We were actually discussing the questionable nature of the promotional strategy that you and Dom have employed on Freak's behalf, and how it doesn't necessarily resonate with his core fan base, primarily due to the fact that it negates the legitimacy of his personal background and history in favor of reaching a larger, primarily more disinterested demographic that would prefer to judge Freak's past as opposed to appreciate it.
Yo, what Yvette said, 4 times 25, 100.
Oh, so now you know your times tables. Yvette, occasionally proving that you're articulate doesn't mean you have business acumen. Beyond, of course, your clear mastery of basic arithmetic. We all know you can add up how much Freak makes.
Okay, Cece, that's enough.
No, you know what, Cece? You're absolutely
Anywho,
right.
Freak,
And speaking of basic arithmetic, how much of Freak's money do you take?
Okay, what did I just say about
That's
Team
what
A manager?
What did I
Is that
just
what you
say
know?
about
No,
Team
the
Freak?
only members of Team
Good.
Freak in here are me and you.
Oh, you know what, Cece? This isn't the womb, okay? It's not just you and Freak.
Speaking of, how's that going for you?
Hey, come on.
Oh, snap!
You gonna let her
Hey.
talk to me like that, really?
This
Can't
is
say
way
that.
too cold in here, and I ain't even
check
talking
her
about
now.
Gorilla. Yo,
Yeah.
I'm out.
You know what? I think
I'm
I'll
out.
join you.
No, darlings, please. Please, have a seat. I would just love to hear what you all were just discussing. Better yet, let me guess. Hey, yo, I'm saying, dude, what you need to do is hit up these parties. Yeah, you need to show these fools how you still have mad love for the hood. Get you some flossy jewels. Make sure every time they see you whistling the new whip. Better yet, let's get us a dealership or a club or something. Never mind that house you promised your twin sister you promised you get for your parents who are still in the projects where you left them.
Yo, that's not fair. I ain't leaving my ass.
Hey,
and you know I'll never leave our parents in
Thing,
projects.
fam. I'll take care of everything. All you gotta do is break me off with that bread. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wow. You know what, Cece? I don't know what's going on with you tonight, but I think it's best you go home. We will continue our meeting here.
You asking me to leave?
Yes.
Hey, yo, Freak. It's all good, man. As a matter of fact, CC, I know you don't like me. You never have. I don't know what I ever did to you. But at this point, does it really matter anymore? Look, I just want you to know that I'm really sorry. But whatever it was, I can honestly say it was not intentional. All right? Hey, Freak. Think about what I said earlier, man. I ain't trying to catch no charge. Vet, you ready?
Let's bounce.
Cece. Okay, you know I love you more than life itself.
Then how come you always put them before me? I don't put anyone above you, not even myself.
You sure about that, Cece? What would you just call all this? I mean, you come in here blowing up my spot and you insult my brother?
He's not our brother.
You disrespect my woman.
Just trying to protect you.
From who? From the likes of you? But you don't think I realize that I have vultures and blood-sucking leeches in my life? Don't think I realize that you're one of them?
Bloodsucker?
Yeah, but you know what? That's what I think the problem is. It's because you realize you're no better than them and you're ashamed. But in fact, you're worse because we share the same blood. And just because they don't have the same blood running through their veins as us, doesn't mean that they don't love me. Yeah, their love might be flawed, but it's true. What you need to understand is I don't need you to protect me anymore. I don't mind the people closest to me leeching off me. Yes, you do leech off me, and I leech off you too. You love business and you love me. I use that. Vic? Vic? You know he don't mind running these streets. He's my connection to things I don't want to deal with anymore, so I let him do him. I take care of him, and in return, he looks out for me in places you know you can't. And as much as you don't want to hear this, Yvette, she is the eye of the storm in my life right now. She is my only calm. She's my peace, my shelter. I use these people and they use me. I just don't call it that, Cece. I don't call what you do using me. I call what you do caring for me. Forgive yourself and forgive them for using the resources at their disposal to get what they need. And what you need to learn to do is just trust me. Okay, I've always had a good judge of character, even before I was born. Remember? Because I chose to come in this world with you. That's right. It was me and you in the womb just kicking it. Right? Right?
I was born first.
Some people say you just a hanger-on, that you're a leech. Why is that the word?
Yo, because people just don't know, yo.